we will see prominent historical monuments for today's sightseeing, especially Shwezigo, prototype later in the Mastubas. So Shwezigo, just over there, near the bus station, is something like Shwezigo of Pagan, because of the Buddha's relics, left collarbone, tooth replica, duplicated one, got from Kandy, locality in Sri Lanka, and also forehead of the Buddha number 4, Sejamuni, Gorma, Siddhartha Buddha, were all enshrined in the relic chamber. So Shwezigon is normally the most important, held in great veneration over the years. It also represents the national solidarity between the Burmese and the Mon. So when we look back to the history of Myanmar, ethnographically, we realize to see there are 3 main ethnological groups, national races, namely Pew, Mon, and Myanmar. So we got our script from Pew, Mon, Pali, and in the evening we will see the Myanmar Rosetta stone inscription. It is the original where we got our script from. Thanks to the Maritime Trade Network for socio-economic relationships, we had great ties, especially with the southern part of India and Sri Lanka. Some on overland, some on maritime trade network. So Pagan was really amazing, especially after 1059. When we study or observe the history of Myanmar, we realize to see original name of Pagan was Pewkama, which implies the local place of the Pew people. So some scholars say there is a close relationships between Pew of Myanmar and Peru from Latin America because of the trade network, even though it is located across the world. So we have 2 routes. One was overland, another one was maritime trade network, especially using the Bay of Bengal. So butter trade, Pagan was really amazing. So Pagan became the spiritual heartland of Myanmar, the Golden Land. And Norata, who was the 42nd king of Pagan, built up the first Myanmar, and he had his capital at Pagan, formerly spelled as Pagan, now changed to Bagan.